This is the Scholars Forum. Welcome to our special program. This is where we interact to inform and we inform to reform. On our show today, we have a very important issue to discuss, which is the journey so far. So stay connected. We'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we are back, I shall introduce our honorable guest to you. Welcome back to the show. And as I always tell you, this is the Scholars Forum where we speak facts without fear or favor. On the Scholars Forum, we bring you the relevant guests and we ask the right questions in order to get you well informed. On the show today, we have executives from the SRC office. They are here with us and we shall be interacting with them in order to get you informed on the happenings in their administration. So I have honorable guests here. I shall like to introduce them to you so that you get to know them and we set the ball rolling. All right, so we have Mr. No, let me not use Mr. because he's an honorable. So we have Honorable Mr. Sumaila Mananu, right? The SRC PRO. Okay, Mr. Mananu, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. Then we also have Mr. Honorable Mr. Nkweninyin Gilbert, the SRC Speaker of Parliament, right? Yes, Mr. Gilbert, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. So, on the show today, we shall be interacting with Mr. Mananu and then Mr. Gilbert to get you informed on the happenings, as I said earlier on, in their administrations. We are still expecting the SRC president, and anytime he comes, we shall bring him on the show in order to get you informed. All right, so let's set the ball rolling. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, this is the Scholars Forum. Yes, so feel free, and then, it's going to be interactive. We are going to inform others about your administration and everything that has gone on and then all that. All right, so before we start, I would like to find out something, okay? Yes, I want to know the thing that actually motivated you to accept to go into student politics and to accept leadership, right? Let me start with Mr. Mananu.
Okay, thank you very much. Student leadership, in that matter, student politics.
Yes.
It's an interesting avenue to go into.
All right.
And since my journey from nursery, primary, JSS to senior high, I've been a student leader in each of the institutions that I've found myself.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's nice. Then you really have experience.
Sure.
Okay, that's okay.
So, entering into the university as a fresher, coupled with several challenges that was within the institution. I said, okay, why not also give it a try? We started as a student activist, lambasting previous administration. We thought
lambasting previous administration.
Sure, yeah, we did. All
right, that's okay.
To make sure that things were, when we came, things were not in order. So we also tried to make ourselves known and also fight for the interests of the students.
So it's actually the problems or the challenges that motivated you. All right, that's okay. Politics. That's okay. Your motivation is too strong.
Serve students and make sure that the institutions is being recognized and the student welfare is being met. That was why our agenda was the student first.
The student first. And are you going by that agenda?
Sure, we are going.
All right, we'll get there. That's okay. All right. So let me move to Mr. Gilbert. Mr. Gilbert, tell us something about your motivation.
Yeah, basically, I entered into student politics with some general objectives as well as personal objectives.
All right.
Generally, I decided to join politics at the student front in order to contribute my quota for the betterment of the student welfare.
That's okay.
As freshers, as my right hand man rightly said, we noticed a lot of things. We had a lot of observations. And later on we realized that it is good we bring out ourselves to contribute to ensure that the student welfare is prioritized in this campus. Then personally, I have a personal reason for involving in student politics. Which is to enhance human networking.
To enhance human network. Have we been able to achieve that so far?
Of course I did.
Okay, that's okay.
Because basically I believe that the best course to study in the university is human networking.
All right, human network. But it's not actually a course.
Yes, it's not a course.
But
that's the best course to study.
All right, that's okay. Then I think they have to introduce it as a course. All right, that's okay. All right, gentlemen, I can see that your motivations are so strong. Okay, I want to find out something from you, Mr. Mananu. Why did you accept the appointment? You were appointed, right?
Yes.
So why did you accept the appointment to serve under the Major One's administration?
Well, as earlier on stated, we started this as student activists.
Okay.
So my main motive for accepting the appointment was to contribute a quota, and I believe that I had the capabilities and the strengths to contribute. So that was my main motive for accepting the appointment. To serve in the Major 1 administration.
Okay. So have you been able to contribute your quota?
Sure, I've been able to do that.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that. Okay. Right Honorable Mr. Gilbert Nkaniyin. Yes, you are the leader at the General Assembly, right?
Yes.
Yes, the Speaker of Parliament.
Sure.
Okay. Tell us something about the General Assembly.
Yes, the General Assembly, now we call it SRC Parliament. You can either call it General Assembly or SRC Parliament.
Okay.
It's the highest decision-making body of the SRC.
The highest decision body of the SRC?
Highest decision-making body.
Decision-making body?
Sure.
Okay, so that's where all necessary or important decisions are taken. Final. So you have the final say?
At the student level.
Okay, all right, that's okay. Let's go ahead.
So at the General Assembly, what made it the highest decision-making body is that it serves as a check on the executive committee, in the sense that it is a composition of all departmental presidents and their secretaries, all secretaries, committee chairs, the electoral commissioner and deputy, and the judicial board upon invitation.
Then it's really broad.
Yes, all these people that are coming from a variety of departments are not necessarily from the administration of the president. In fact, he did not form them. They were elected. As a result, we are able to put measures in place to ensure that the right thing is done. It's just like electing MPs to go to parliament to deliberate on issues of the nation. Yeah, so that is the highest decision-making body. Anything at all that happens concerning students passes through the General Assembly, where we vote when necessary to either accept policies or disagree with them.
So has there been any instance that there is an issue that you know personally, this issue we have to accept it, and they vote against it?
Not really.
Not really.
I really trust my honorable member.
So it means that if there is any slow development within the reach of the SRC, it means that you are the cause, right?
Not really, because according to our constitution, there is an organ, the Executive Council, which acts in the absence of General Assembly and report to the Assembly appropriately when it resumes. So when we are unable to hold Assembly meetings and there are urgent issues to be discussed, we hold the Executive Council meeting. But in the absence of Executive Council meeting, we can also have emergency General Assembly meetings when the need arises. But usually we don't have emergency sittings because we have another body that can act when we have emergency issues.
All right. So what's your relationship with your General Assembly members?
As a politician, more to the point that I was not appointed. Speaker is elected. Definitely there might be antagonistic attitudes, especially during the elections.
Of course.
You don't expect everything to be smooth. I had a lot of people who were against my, contest, but after winning, I tried to mobilize them and bring them together to ensure that the dreams I came in to achieve are achieved.
That's okay.
And I think I did perfectly that.
Wow.
Sure.
Congratulations. All right. Let's go forward. I want to find out, Mr. Manano, how has your office as the PRO contributed to the Major 1's administration?
My office is the first point of contact when you want to see the president.
And communication is very important.
Yeah, communication is very important. My office has, as the first point of contact, any incident or any situation that happens in the administration and in the institution, I'm the first that they usually call upon. So I've been able to communicate very well with the student body and the administration and the institution at large. Yeah, so basically I've kept things in place to make sure that any information that will happen on campus, I get to know and inform the administration so that we act upon it quickly.
That's okay. Have you been able to achieve that?
Sure, I've been able to achieve that. Not 100%, but I can score like 70.
That's okay. So have you faced any challenges so far with regards to that?
Yeah, there are challenges that I've faced several times.
All right.
getting information to the student body. You know, we are large, and oftentimes the only point of where we can disseminate information is social media.
Okay.
Even though the notice boards are there,
okay,
but the challenges within the administration, I think, warrant us the permission to get information on the notice boards.
They don't warrant you the permission to get
the challenge.
Why?
Doesn't permit us.
Yeah, may we know why?
Sure. Lack of funds to get the information being printed.
Okay.
Put on the notice boards.
Really?
Sure.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. By right, whatever member can testify to that.
Okay.
We came into the administration without an office space.
Wow.
There was nothing that was handed over to us.
Okay.
As a PRO, at least I should have been given some information that I will refer to. Nothing of sort was handed over to me. Through personal experience, we have.
But you succeeded someone.
Yes.
So that
person
was
handed over to me.
Really? Wow.
So
okay.
Basically, those challenges made the work not to go on smoothly.
Okay.
So social media, at the end, you disseminate information. Later on, somebody will come there. You've passed the information more than 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Later on, someone will come and call you and say, "PRO, it's now that I'm getting the information about this and this, and already the timeline has passed."
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the few.
So what have you done to combat those challenges before you leave office?
Yeah.
So that your successor doesn't face same challenges.
Yeah, I've been able to put some documents in place. And
okay.
As my office, I'm trying to mobilize all PROs of the institution, department, halls to come together.
Okay.
So that when there's information, I can just put it on that page and everybody will get it.
They will share it
to the student body.
Okay.
And the halls will make sure that all those things get it.
Okay. Okay. I think that's good. You've taken a great move. All right. Right, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tell us how your office has been able to contribute to Major One's administration. You are part of the administration, right?
Yes. Definitely.
But you have an office?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about that.
Fundamentally, all the achievements of this administration can be credited to the office of the Speaker.
Really?
Otherwise, the General Assembly.
Okay. All right.
Yes, because if we fail to accept policies the administration is trying to bring on board, definitely they won't be implemented.
Okay.
So upon scrutinizing policies they bring on board, we're able to ascertain which one can help the students.
Okay.
And we advise and approve the implementation process to kick off.
Okay.
So anything at all that has been achieved in this administration, we should credit the General Assembly for that as well.
Really?
Sure.
Okay. That's great. Have you faced some challenges?
Yes.
With regards to your activities?
Sure. I face a lot of challenges.
Maybe some stubborn person is there who is always disagreeing.
I face a lot of challenges. It's not easy.
Okay.
I made mention of a situation that the Speaker is elected among members.
Yeah.
And you understand that when in elections, it's not everybody that votes for you. And when somebody doesn't support your ambition initially, it's difficult for a person to believe in you. More to the point, a lot of people, as you all know, I'm very close to the current president.
Okay. And
our relation is very good.
I was just about to ask that.
Yes. People had bigotry perceptions that I was going to be influenced by the office of the president to do only things that will favor the president.
Okay.
But at the end of it all, they realized that I came in with clean hands to actually do the right thing.
Okay.
And I did perfectly that.
Okay.
Yes.
So there has not been any instance that you've been influenced by the president to take
it has never happened.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, it hasn't happened.
Okay. That's great. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we shall continue with the show. Welcome back to the show. This is the Scholars Forum once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by one of the communication team members of the Major One administration. I would like to introduce her to you, and we'll continue with the discussion. She's in the person of Miss Belinda.
Yes, Belinda Pedo.
Belinda Pedo.
Yes.
Right, that's okay. That's nice. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is the Scholars Forum.
All right.
Okay.
Hello to your audience.
Okay, they've heard you. Okay, that's okay. So she's part of the communication team, and then I've already put some questions to your PRO so far, and I'll come back to you for you to respond to some.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with our discussion. We've been joined by a goddess so beautiful as the sun. All right, Miss Belinda, what is exactly your role? What role do you play as part of the SRC, the Majors Administration? What role do you play?
The role I'm supposed to play as a communication officer is to serve as a link between the university and the people outside there. Mainly on the media team, communication, but connected to the media. That is the social media platforms. And when we talk of the social media platforms, we are talking about the Facebook, we're talking about Instagram and other handles that the school has. And this was aimed at promoting the school to the world. It's a new university, and it's our aim. One target of this administration is to make the school popular for people to buy.
Have you achieved that so far?
That I'll come to that. It came with a lot of challenges.
All right. Yeah. Let's first move this way. How has your office, the office you're occupying, how has it contributed to the Major One's administration, to the school at large?
Okay, for I would say to a limited extent, because we are not able to work as we want to due to financial constraints and sometimes some petty limitations that came from the side of the SRC.
I think you're already talking about the challenges. Tell us about your achievements.
That's what I'm telling you. So, notwithstanding those facts, we've been able to, myself, I've been able to MC a lot of programs on campus, especially with respect to the NUCS programs and then the SRC programs that is aimed at developing the student body. And then secondly, we've been having a political program called Political Focus.
Political Focus?
Yes.
On campus?
Yes. I am the host of that particular show.
Where does it take place?
It's on the net. We air it through YouTube.
All right.
So we get to interact with the SRC to know how far they are bringing the school, what the school is expected of them to do and all that. So those are some of the things we have done so far. Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges you face so far?
Many challenges. With respect to our work, you know, communication is very key in every institution.
Yes.
And as a new university that needs more people on board, we always have to treat communication with keen interest. Unfortunately, due to financial constraints and some little hiccups on the part of the SRC, we are unable to serve as we are supposed to. We're supposed to, the plan was to air programs that were being, how should I put it? Our main aim was to serve the public with the programs that were being done in the school. So example, talking about the SRC program, the NUCS program, myself as the communication team, we start to draft how we are going to go about it. That is to come on board, get cameras ready, to take coverage of everything that happens in the school to the public.
Really?
Yes. Exactly. That was what we were supposed to do.
Have you been able to do that?
Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. And that has been because of financial constraints.
Financial constraints?
Yes.
Do you know something? One major issue in this school is that anytime you want to complain about a problem or an issue, they said financial constraints, financial problems. Meanwhile, we pay school fees, right? And, you know, the school fees we pay, it's not just any money that, if we sum it, you can imagine. So I don't get it. Where has that money gone to, or where does it go to? We don't see anything, and anytime we want to ask, financial problems. Why?
I think the problem is this school actually first was under the Tamale UDS, and one major problem we had was financial constraint again. Why? Because those people were not able to release funds for us to go about our duties in the school. Now we are autonomous. As a new university, we need money to develop a lot of things on campus.
Yes.
And with this, there are limitations to the expenditure. Yes, we pay fees. That's right. Our fees are supposed to be used for things that will promote us.
Yes.
And communication is part of it. So why is it a problem? That is what you have asked. The problem here is Now there are priorities in every institution. We have a scale of preference.
Okay.
Yes, you have to settle priorities first.
All right.
Unfortunately, I think we weren't able to be on the top priority. We weren't able to be at the topmost.
So what was on top?
Of the school.
Because communication is very important.
It's very key.
Very, very vital.
Very
Without it, they can't even be development.
Sure.
So why were you not at the top?
It's surprising. Sometimes you go to, we talk to the president about it. Okay. They go to the vice chancellor. They go to the financial committees. They talk to them about it. Unfortunately, they seem not to get our idea.
So let's just say that we are blind to communication.
Yes,
it's like we haven't recognized communication as a vital tool to our development, right? Okay.
Exactly.
We'll come back more to that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've heard Miss Belinda, and she has outlined a lot of challenges that she faced in her office. Okay, let's move ahead. But she mentioned something. I would like Right Honorable to respond to that. Yes, talking about financial issues. You know, I don't know, that when the school was given an autonomy, some amount was allocated to them. Is it true or is false?
Yeah, that question I wouldn't be able to answer in my capacity.
Okay.
Because it's a management question.
Okay. Yeah. But did you also hear?
No, I have no idea about that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So that means I have more information than you. All right, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Mr. Mananu, let me come back to you. Okay. I want to find out, you are the PRO. You are the mouthpiece of the SRC president. Yes, he's not here with us, but you can speak for him, right? Okay.
I can speak to certain questions.
All right, but once it has to do with the administration.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to find out something simple. What were some of the factors that brought you into office? What made you win the elections?
What made us win the elections?
Yes. What made Major One or his administration win the elections?
Wow. Okay.
Just in some few minutes.
In some few minutes.
Yes.
Our determination and our policies were so catchy that the student populace believed in us that we could deliver.
They were so catchy.
Yes. Please.
All right. Can you outline maybe 2 or 3 of them?
Okay. First, we had the welfare plan that we wanted.
Okay.
And we've actually done it.
You've done the welfare program.
The welfare program.
Okay.
And the radio that we planned of revamping it.
Okay.
Yes, and the summer hats and the Bohu project.
Okay.
Which we are,
let's talk about the radio.
Yeah.
Have you been able to revamp it?
The radio, we've been able to revamp it.
Really?
Not 100%.
Okay.
But currently we are at the procurement process.
Okay.
You know, for such an activity,
okay,
it has to go through procurement.
Okay.
And we had a little bit of help from the France embassy, which they were able to provide us with laptop and some amount of money to carry on with it. And as the SRC, we were able to get some invoices that would help us to fast track the revamping of the radio. So currently we are at procurement. That's where the last time I went with the one that's supposed to be in charge of the ultimate radio, the man was like, yes, they are waiting for financial clearance from the school. So that's where we are currently.
Okay.
So everything is set.
Okay.
So if the finance director just cleared them, it means within 2 weeks the radio will be ready.
Really?
Sure.
So which means that you even achieve it before you leave office?
Sure.
If you don't achieve it before you leave, we'll call you back and question you.
Yeah, if unfortunately we are not able to achieve it, because that's why I said it's left with financial clearance.
Okay.
So the letter is at the finance directorate.
Okay.
So at any point in time, if they should give the clearance, it means the contractor will come and start the work.
Okay.
And the only thing, the pole is already there.
Okay.
So it's just left with the interior finishing and mounting of the items that we're supposed to buy.
Okay. Yeah. So that means in no time we'll have a radio.
Yeah, in no time the radio should be back.
All right, that's okay. That's okay.
So if you are not able to achieve it, then the next administration, you should hold it.
No. This is your policy.
Okay, yeah, it's our policy, but that in the situation where we are not able to achieve it, we leave it out for the next government to come and take over.
All right.
We cannot go and say that, we are at procurement, so we are leaving it there. Since we are not able to achieve it, we leave it. The next administration, when they come, we should keep quiet on it. They have to follow up and make sure that...
Okay, you hand over to them.
All right. Hand over to them.
That's okay. That's
in the situation we are not able to achieve it,
we,
in our handing over note, we tell them that this is the stage the radio is at.
Okay.
So they should make sure that they are able to achieve it within the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned borehole issue, right? What? Tell us something small about it, just in some few minutes.
The borehole issue actually was the previous administration.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they couldn't.
Okay, so they handed over to you, just like you're going to hand over to the incoming administration.
Should I say they hand over?
Okay.
Because they didn't give us anything when they were handing over.
Really?
But because we had the idea.
Okay.
It was Major's idea. He pushed through.
Okay.
With the previous news president.
Okay.
And they started with the previous administration.
Okay.
But it couldn't materialize.
Okay.
So when we were campaigning, we made it a priority that once we were in the hall, we got to realize that there are a lot of challenges when it comes to the dry season, especially on water.
Okay.
So the borehole project was one of the priorities that we set. So when we come in office, we will.
Is it just a single one?
Yes, just a single one. Initially, we wanted to do it was with the help of the NUCS, national NUCS.
Okay.
They were to help us.
All right.
Build the borehole, a mechanized one for that matter. So now.
So have you been able to complete that project?
Not really. They've drilled it.
They've drilled it.
Yes.
So which means
that's what they asked Belinda was saying, financial constraint. Yes, the contractor came to site.
Okay.
Drilled the borehole.
Okay.
And covered it. Now give the clearance out, the financial clearance to the contractor to continue with the rest of the project. Till now, almost a month now, before we started the exams.
Wow. So it means at the end of the day, you are going to hand over uncompleted projects to the incoming administration.
Yes.
And they equally have their own, policies.
Policies.
Wow.
So because the contractor assured us that within 2 weeks,
okay,
the borehole, the mechanized borehole will be ready.
Okay.
And the first day he came and drilled, tested the water, everything was quality.
Okay.
We went to management, they asked us that procurement and I think procurement and the works department should go and verify. They went there to verify. Now issue the check or the payment to the contractor to continue with the phase 2.
Okay.
Now that's the problem. So that's where we are now.
So why do you think that is happening? All right, we'll still come more to that. Yes. Right, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Looking at this school, right, we face series of challenges. Okay. Especially, my concern is always the basic ones. For instance, security, lightning. It's a major problem here. So, has there been any, let's say, any proposal, right, that they brought to the General Assembly for you to address such an issue? With regards to the basic, when we sit in lecture halls, you can't even hear the lecturers. They have to shout at the top of their voices. Basic problems. Even the board we write on, you can't even. Most of them are so. I don't know how to describe them, but then they shouldn't be hanging there again, right? They can't even write on them. These are basic problems. Furniture, all these are basic problems. But it looks like I don't want to say the SRC, but the SRC with the administration, you guys are just like, you are silent about it. It's like you are not aware. So has there ever been any instance that there is such a proposal at the General Assembly to fix the basic problems of the students?
Okay, I'll start with the marker boards.
Okay.
We had a discussion about it at one of our sittings, and we gave it an approval.
Okay.
And as it stands now, I am surely aware that it is one of the activities on the pipeline.
On the pipeline?
Yes, it has not been, implemented, but it's on the pipeline.
Always, issues are always on the pipeline. They've never come out as water.
My brother, one thing is...
Okay.
How you... let me come in here.
Okay.
Wait, the marker boss is saying...
Okay.
Permit me to answer that question.
No, I will come to you. Let Right Honorable give us his answer first, because he's the head of the what? The head of approvals. so
actually approve those things. So
yes.
Okay, just be quick.
The truth of the matter is,
okay.
We expected a number of marker boards to be procured.
All right.
Or brought into the system.
Okay.
But as the biggest problem we have always encountered is there. But I'm very sure at the stand now, we have been able to secure maybe one or two of the marker boards.
One or two marker boards.
Should be able to give information on that because we gave approval for the policy to be implemented.
Okay.
But at this moment, I'm sure the PRO should be able to tell us whether they will be able to acquire at least two of those things.
That's okay. That's okay. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we shall continue with the discussion. Welcome back to the show. This is the Scholars Forum once again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with our discussion. Yes, before you respond to this particular question, as we are talking about the basic problems of the students being fixed, let me remind you that students pay school fees. Students pay SRC dues, right? We pay all these bills. Yet, we don't see anything at all being done with these monies and all that. So I would like, let me come to you, Mr. Manano. Okay. Yes, we are facing basic challenges. Security, sanitation, there are a lot of basic challenges that we are facing. In the lecture halls, it's bad, right? So kindly, your administration, I haven't seen anything being done. I haven't seen. Yes, so tell us something about it.
Okay, when you also come into office, I left it out. One of our target was on security.
Okay.
We prioritize security to be one of the basic. If you look at Adam's Maslow's theory of needs, after food, security is the next thing on them.
Okay.
So security, when we came into office, we made sure that we met the regional police commander.
Okay.
We also had a discussion with the military.
Okay.
About the state of security on campus, especially within Bamao.
Okay.
And if the speaker can bear me right, okay. I think at the General Assembly we came with the policy that we are allocating some amount of money to the security, especially the police, the army and the cadet, to be doing night patrols. But unfortunately the police made it known to us that they only have one car. And it means we have to fuel that car almost every day.
Okay.
So during the exams period, when the security issues were becoming too high, we had to get them one of the school car. And management also gave us approval. They will give us one of the pickups to add to the police.
So you have to fuel the police car?
No, not the police car, basically. Okay. The campus car.
The campus car, sure, for the police to use?
For the police to use.
Okay.
And the police, we have to also motivate them.
Okay.
Even though it's their duty,
okay.
but we also have to motivate them.
Okay.
They made it known to us that one police is equal to 5,000 students. 5,000 people is one policeman.
One policeman
should take care of
5,000 students.
Or 5,000 people. And they were not also entitled to protect institutions. They were entitled to protect the populace, the people at large.
Okay.
So during the exams period, we were able to mobilize some money for them to go on patrols.
Okay.
But establishing the police post, they picked the management to the SRC office initially and gave it to police. When we went for them to come on campus, they were like, there's no urinal, there's no toilet, so they can't come.
There's no
urinal pits
on campus?
Yes.
Okay.
Where they are to station, at Boston.
Okay.
So if you look at Boston, you see some nice building there.
Yes.
That's where the police are supposed to stay.
Okay.
Permanently.
Okay.
So any point in time, they can go around with them.
But then, there's a challenge with that issue. I think the patrols should have been better because this school, there's no fence wall, right?
Yeah.
So if they are there and there's a robbery issue going on.
If they should come on campus,
okay.
the patrol is going to be intensive.
All
because
right.
they are on campus, so anytime.
So it's going to be permanent?
It's going to be permanent.
Okay.
So you could, if I think last week or last 2 weeks, before the end of the day, you see that they are building up some.
So that's what they are building over there?
Yes, not the police, but the toilet and the urinal, so they will come in permanent. So I'm sure when that one is done, they'll come in.
They will come in.
Yeah. Okay. With the PA system and the macabre.
Okay.
As I rightly said, financial constraints.
But these I'm coming home. These are basic, like this is an institution. You understand? And these are basic issues. Why are we here? First, we are here to learn, right?
Yeah.
And if you sit in the lecture hall, you are not able to hear the lecturer. The lecturer himself has to shout at the top of his voice.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, some people will enter there, come out without even hearing a word.
Yeah. If you notice, lecture hall 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Systems on top.
Okay. Yeah. There are systems on top. Yes.
But where to mount them? Hall 1. At the beginning of this trimester, I went with the technicians to make sure that those PA systems in the lecture halls were functioning. So you could remember we released a circular that the PA system in the hall 1, auditorium, and I think hall 2 were functioning. So students should make review of it. Hall 2.
And are they really functioning?
Yes, they are really functioning. But the problem is where they are in lecturers' offices.
Okay.
And the lecturers are complaining that students intrude into their offices. So it got to a point that management asked us that we have to move it outside. Our lecture halls, they are not being closed. The mixture and what do you call it? The arm.
Okay.
If you bring it out, some people can pick it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. So we had a meeting and we were trying to get a cage, some kind of cage, and mount it and lock it.
Okay.
So actually that's what and we also try to provide movable PA systems so that in case that those in the halls are not working, the movable PA systems will come in.
So you provided movable PA?
We will not be able to provide, but as the speaker rightly said, it was approved.
Speaker?
And the letter has been sent to finance directory pending approval.
Pending approval.
Yes.
This is the problem. Everything is just pending approval.
The problem here is the bureaucracy involved.
All right.
If Parliament should approve something right now, and we have to take it to management, first, the Dean of Students has to sign. Initially, when the Dean was on it was the Vice Dean of Students, then to the Registrar, back to the Finance Director to VC, VC to VC. So you see the bureaucracy involved is long.
Yes,
all
it's really long.
Has to come to, they have to verify that yes, the actual things that we are going to buy, and these things that we are going to buy, they will not even give you the money. They give it to procurement. But procurement takes almost close to 2-3 weeks to procure these things.
Okay, but then I think these same bureaucracies are happening in other institutions, right? But still, they are able to make some moves. So what is really happening? What is wrong with us?
Should I blame management or I shouldn't blame them?
Well, for we the students, we always blame the SRC.
Yes.
Because you are those we kept there to represent us. So if you cannot fight, if you know you cannot, bargain with management to, fuel the development process, then you don't go into the office.
You always fight with management, almost every day.
Okay.
You see SRC executive at the center almost every day, just to push an agenda, almost every day. You go there and they tell you that they are working on it, so hold on. Are you going to press their neck that, oh, Chinchina approved this thing for us?
Let me add something.
Okay.
Yes, one thing that is harming the school at the moment is, it's a new system.
Yes.
And I can testify to you that currently they are even still doing interviews and recruiting more people into the system. So sometimes you go to the finance directorate on an issue, the speed you would have had it solved, you won't have it that way.
Okay.
Because the appropriate officers that are supposed to be there, in fact, it's not fully instituted. That is why they keep on doing interviews here and there to get more people into the system.
Okay.
So I'm sure that is one of the challenges that we are also encountering. But with time, we'll be able to handle that.
Okay. All right. Let me move to Ms. Belinda. Ms. Belinda, what's your relationship with Major and other SRC executives?
I have a very good relationship with them.
A very good relationship with them. Okay. So the challenges you are facing, where are they coming from directly? Directly.
Yes. I would say it's from management.
It's from management.
Yes.
Directly.
Yes, because Major One is a man for the people.
Okay.
One beautiful thing about Major One is the fact that he always stands on his feet for the right thing to be done.
He stands on his feet for the right thing to be done. So why are the right things not being done?
I'm telling you, I'm developing a point.
Okay.
So just let me.
All right.
So you realize that most administrations that passed were not even able to do quarter of what Major One has done. Why? Because
really,
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Maybe there are some people have done and some administrations have done that I don't know. Maybe you can make me aware. Yes, you can make me aware.
No, you continue. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
So I can say to a fact that Major One has been one of the unprecedented presidents of this particular institution.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
I believe you are not. I believe you are not saying this because of the personal relationship you have.
No, exactly not.
Okay.
Not that.
Okay.
The thing is, I've been following him for some time.
All right.
The president is on his feet to make sure that the student populace are comfortable.
Okay.
Day in, day out, he has no rest. Moving up and down, making sure that his policies are implemented for the students' safety and for the students' enjoyment. Unfortunately, the university being a new university, as I keep on insisting on that particular point, it's priorities. It comes with priorities and responsibilities. Pushing this agenda aside, the school's own agenda has become a problem. And I wouldn't blame them solely I wouldn't blame the administration solely, because they would also need to work. They would also need to work based on the support they also get from government.
Okay, it's well noted. It's well noted.
Yeah.
I get it. All right. So we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we're back, we shall continue with the discussion. Welcome back to the show. This is the Scholars Forum once again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue with our discussion. Let me start with the Right Honorable. I want to find out the relationship between the Major One-led administration and the school administration. What is the relationship between the two?
You're asking me about the relationship between the administration
yes.
and that of the SRC.
And that of the SRC, yes.
It's a question that is quite tough.
Okay.
Because personally, I describe the relationship between these two organs as a tough cordial.
Tough cordial.
Cordial.
Okay.
Why do I say
break that tough cordial down?
I assume it is a tough cordial relationship because we have a short time to end our tenure of office.
Okay.
And we have a lot of activities we want to embark on.
Okay.
And as a result, you must go in with pressure.
Okay.
You approach management with pressure. At a point in time, they might feel like you are chasing after certain things.
Okay.
But the truth is that we don't have enough time.
Okay.
So we don't have to sit down thinking that anytime they call us, we approach them and collect whatever proposals we have submitted.
Okay.
We have to follow up. And as a result, sometimes they get upset. Sometimes when you approach some of them regularly and then on an issue that has not been addressed.
Okay.
So I describe it as tough cordial because of the transition, the process that we undergo.
So can you say that is the reason why we are facing all these challenges?
Yes, obviously, because I actually mounted a lot of issues regarding the duration we have.
Okay.
Because we just have some few months. We have spent some few months in office.
Okay.
And when you get through, you realize that there are a lot of processes you have to follow. Currently, I can tell you that my administrative budget as a speaker has not been approved yet.
Really?
My administrative budget.
As the speaker, and you are leaving office?
Yes.
It has not yet been approved?
It has not been approved. So most of the things I did them on credit.
On credit?
Yes, I couldn't even do certain things because there are certain things I can't do them without money.
So that credit we are talking about, are you going to take care of it or?
They have to pay because I have receipt on that.
Okay.
Yes, I submitted the request some about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
It was just this week that I received a call from the finance director that I should bring a receipt of the purchases of those things.
So there is a major problem here.
Yes.
Always the bureaucracy that we have is causing harm to the development of the school.
Definitely.
So what has your administration done to close that gap of bureaucratic nature of the school?
Yes, you see, yesterday when we had a meeting with management here, we were able to speak our mind on some of these issues.
Okay.
And we think that the next administration, there should be improvement.
Okay.
Because how we came to office, we were not able to have orientation with management. But yesterday, we were privileged to meet.
Yesterday, you met them?
Yes, we met.
And I'm sure you outlined these challenges to them?
Yes, because we couldn't outline everything, but we were able to speak our mind on certain things that are key.
So specifically, did you talk about the bureaucracy?
Specifically, what I emphasized on was about the processes, how we should fasten things.
Okay.
Because I made a point regarding my office.
Okay.
And that point was directly towards how we should fasten things to management.
All right.
And I think the discussion was very cordial. I'm sure whatever we did there was going to take effect.
Okay, let's pray it does. If not, they wouldn't find it easy with the students. We are getting so tired about these basic problems, and you keep on complaining to us that there's a challenge here, financial constraints. Meanwhile, we've paid school fees. If you've done something and you are telling us about financial constraints, we can understand you. Yes, let me move to Mr. Manano. Yes, I think there was part of your policy, or should I say a policy, that talked about moving the bus terminal from where it is currently to the campus itself, because students are really suffering. This is a major problem. If you ask any student at all, this is the first problem they will tell you. Yes, and I learned it was outlined in your policies. So have you been able to achieve it?
Why? Well, partly achieved.
Partly achieved?
Yes.
But are you aware that almost all the things are partly achieved?
Sure.
Okay, let's continue. Okay.
When we came into office, we had a meeting with the school management, the VC, pro-VC, finance director, vice dean, registrar, and we outlined our policies to them. and we made it known that this was what we were trying to do. And they were even, they were happy with the policies because they were like developmental policies that will help the school. So the first letter we wrote to management was about moving the bus terminal on campus. And we met VC and he agreed on it. He even asked
VC agreed
on it. He even asked us to bring the letter. So I submitted the letter personally to register.
Okay.
I submitted the letter personally to register.
All right.
From there, follow up. Like, oh, we are still on it because they asked us to move it around between Pavilion, see that land on the way.
Yes, there's actually a vast land there.
A vast land. Yeah. So that end we should get, if they approve, we make sure that we are to set up a mini bus terminal.
A mini bus terminal.
So that the bus, when the cars just come, not here again.
So the VC agreed to this.
Yes.
So why has it not yet been done?
So that's the problem. Because we followed up and they were like, oh, it will come, we should relax, it will come till date. And the agreement was, after moving the bus terminal inside, we started bus shuttle, SRC bus shuttle.
Okay.
So that was why what instituted us to auction the old buses.
The old buses.
So currently we've auctioned almost the four spoiled old buses that were parked at old campus and one at Confabiana.
Okay.
So that we'll get at least 1 or 2 new buses.
You've auctioned them?
Sure.
So have they been sent out?
Yeah.
So we received the money that you're supposed to receive?
Really. On that issue, I think if the president was here, he would have been able to speak much on it because he's part of the board that auctioned the buses. So I don't know for now whether actually they've been able to dispose them off and the money is in or not. But after auction of it, you did it. To do it, and it was on even Daily Graphic or one of the graphics.
So with regards to the bus terminal, now you are about leaving office.
Yeah.
So how are we going to achieve that?
We are still following on it to make sure that it comes to reality. But in a situation where we'll be handing over in maybe 2 weeks or in a month time. So if you are not able to deliver, make sure we will leave it to the next.
I think sometimes you have to make administration to be aware that this is a major problem of the students.
You see, we had that.
And I don't think the administration of the school and they shouldn't handle it with such.
I agree that the bus, where the bus terminal was far, and students especially in the dry season, you have to walk from bus terminal to.
It's not easy.
By the time you get there, you've even forgotten what you are going to do there. The sun alone is too much.
Yes.
So it was a challenge that we discussed it with them, but up to now, I don't know why.
So it means that when you go to administration, they accept, but when you leave there, they are reluctant.
They are reluctant. So sometimes, should I say, maybe the management that are not trying to fasten up things. But when you go there, they will tell you that it's a process that it has to go through. Okay, it's a process. It's a process. It has to pass through Office A, Office B, Office C.
And I think all these offices are aware that they are managing students.
Sure.
And they are very much aware that they know students' needs. Right. Okay. So it means that if there's a demonstration, they shouldn't be surprised.
Oh, that one, yeah.
All right. That's okay. Let me move to Miss. Let me move to Miss
Students are getting fed up.
We are fed up. We are fed up.
Students are getting fed up.
Yes.
Issues.
Yes. Okay. Let me move to Miss Belinda. Miss Belinda, you outlined some challenges, right? And you'll be leaving office.
Yeah.
Yes. What measures have you taken so that the person who will come into your office will not face the same challenges?
Okay, I've actually had a meeting with the major.
Okay.
Yeah, to meet the incoming president and her administration, Her Excellency Kadi.
Okay.
To talk to them about the problems we faced as the communication team. One is to get a camera, 2, trained people to be able to do the work well.
Okay.
Yes, and to get other equipment, we need to take coverage of programs to sell the school out.
Okay.
So that is the major step.
Because it's very important.
Very, very
if this school is not careful, very soon they won't be getting students.
Exactly.
Because it's a new school, nobody knows about it. Yeah. Right? So if they don't make this thing for it to be sold out to the general public, it means that we'll remain where we are.
Yeah, I've actually suggested to the president to the incoming president about using sales promotion techniques to help promote the school.
Self-promotion?
Sales promotion.
Okay.
Yes, and these come in some factors. Personal selling is packed, using the students to advertise the school. So the students should talk to people about the importance of the school, the courses the school have, and the opportunities.
With just what you said, if the administration doesn't solve the basic problems that students are facing. There's no way any student will speak good about this school to anyone.
Exactly, but
yes.
It doesn't come in that particular one way.
Okay.
We have different ways.
All right.
We have the PR as well. We have advertisement as well. So how well do we combine these personal selling techniques to promote the school? So these are some of the things I've actually suggested to the president, the incoming president.
That's okay. And I think if these things are being done, it will help the one who will come into office to work well. All right. Right, Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Let me find out something. There is an assertion, and always a strong assertion, that the SRC embezzle funds, and you are at the final, you are at the receiving end, because whatever budget or whatever the SRC will bring, you have to approve it. So which means even if there is embezzlement, your share will be bigger. Yes, so tell us something about that.
You see, my brother, I do not believe in that issue in this our current system.
Really?
I don't believe in embezzlement of funds.
Why? Is it that it's not happening, or you don't want it to come out?
It could probably happen somewhere else, but with this current system we have, UBIDS system, I don't believe in that.
Really?
Sure. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
PRA just made mention that before an approval could be given for monies to be withdrawn from the coffers of the SRC, it passes through some stages.
Yes.
You won't believe it. In fact, just believe it as I said it. That right from the SRC Parliament, when budgets are submitted, we scrutinize them, analyze the various items, determine what we should reduce, determine what we should eliminate, what will not be in the best interest of students, we take it off, and then what should be added, we add it. And after this, after my office, General Assembly, it goes to the Dean of Students.
The Dean of Students,
And there, if you go there to look at the budget in his office, usually it goes down again from there. And from there...
So does it mean there's always an inflation?
I don't believe so. Because what I noticed is that issues, things that has to do with maybe benefits that goes to individuals. Usually that is what we worked on. But things that maybe you have to buy, if this thing costs 20 cedis and you put 20 cedis, if you reduce it, where will you go?
Maybe the SRC has kept 25 cedis.
And we will remove it.
At where?
We will take it off.
At the GA, right?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. As long as we're able to determine that that's not the price, we take so.
So do you have any committee that works on that check the prices of some of the budgets they send to you?
Yes. At the SRC, at the SRC Parliament. Before a budget comes to our office, it passes through the Finance Committee, and the Finance Committee pre-audits all budgets before it comes to our office. Even in the SRC Parliament, we have a committee that is in charge of that, the Budget Committee. They also look through the items and advise the Speaker and the House as well.
That this thing is not like this.
Yes.
It's rather like this.
Exactly.
That is what stands.
It could happen, but not under this system of UBIDS.
Not under your administration.
Yes, not under this system.
Right.
I don't know how previous systems were, but under UBIDS administration, how the structures are, put in place, it cannot happen. And besides, after the administration, there will be audit. Every person that comes out.
Who does the auditing?
We have an internal auditor. Besides, we have SRC Audit Committee. Then we have an internal auditor by the school. That is why before any money is released, that request goes to the audit department. They also look at it and see whether it has met all the requirements. So basically, the SRC Audit Committee will audit all financial transactions of the school. Then we also have the internal audit by the school. The school also audit all the financial transactions by SRC, and finally, an external audit will come in to audit. So if you are found guilty, you'll be held responsible.
All right, Mr. Manalo, let me come back to you. Yes, we talked about security, right? What has your administration done? We have a school cadet. What have you done in order to, make the cadet to be able to at least assess with the security issues we have on campus?
With issues of the cadet, I used to be a member of the cadets.
That's good.
As initially, I rightly said that we had an agreement with the police and the army, together with the cadet, to lease some funds for them to go on night patrols. But unfortunately, the cadets of this campus is not well equipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what steps have you taken to equip them?
For now, we try to institute them as part of SRC Parliament,
okay,
so that they will air their views, whatever they want, so that the Parliament, the SRC Parliament will look at it and provide for them. So currently, Dean is aware of the cadet, and he has even had discussion with National Cadet Corps to make sure that they are well equipped.
Okay.
So that's what we are trying to do, to make sure that the cadet is well equipped, so that the next administration that will come, and students don't show much interest in this cadet.
I think it's because the cadets, I can see they are facing lots of challenges. Yes. And when you see challenges, you don't go into them.
Sure.
That is why most people are reluctant.
So we are trying to make sure that the challenges are being met.
Okay.
So that in the subsequent.
All right. All right. So with regards to your office, you created a committee, right, to assist with communication, right? And from reliable source, one Mr. Bukari Ayoba was heading that committee, I think so. But you were the one who was supervising that committee. And I think recently, according to him, you don't recognize him as a committee member or as a committee head, but then you do the work by yourself. You write circulars and all that by yourself. I don't know how that arrangement was made, but I need to find out so that you air out, so that we can be well informed.
I write circulars by myself and issue without his consent or...
Yes, you don't consult him, you just do it yourself. Meanwhile, he was the committee chairperson, I think so.
Actually, we have a page where the PRO, with the deputy, the secretary was the deputy, then the communication chair is in. So before any circular code comes out, it goes to that page first to be vetted. To be vetted, all right. Before the circular comes out. So often I post information on that page. He's also part of that page. I checked through and it's like he left. He has left the page. Yes, because I wanted to show you to, but it's like when I went to and because I lost my phone, most of the contacts were not. If not, you could see that previously he used to post those things. So I don't. It's the communication gap between us that have made.
So there's a communication gap between you people.
Yes, it's not that we disregarded him. No.
So as it stands now, he's still the communication chairperson. And you recognize him as such?
You recognize him as such.
Okay, that's okay. That's just what I wanted you to.
He's the person in charge of the social media handles. Facebook. Together with the Facebook, the Twitter, Instagram.
Is there a Facebook page for UBIDS?
Sure, there's a Facebook page for you.
And there's an Instagram page, right?
Yes.
I think efforts have not been made to create.
There's even a Twitter page.
And I think these accounts have not been able to. They've not reached the students. Seriously. At least something should be done about it. Some people like myself, I'm not even aware there's a Facebook page for
There's a Facebook page.
I think they should be, but I've never met it.
SRC. Separate one for SRC.
That's okay. Let me go back to Miss Melinda. Miss Melinda, your department, do you have anything to do with exam timetables? Sometimes we faced that problem during exams. When timetables come out, then you'll be there, and then the next day they've changed it. The next day they've changed it again. These subjects are clashing and all that. Do you have anything to say about that?
Okay, no, I don't have anything to talk about that. But I think these are the responsibilities of the course reps. We are not supposed to be performing our duties and take other people's duties.
But you are part of the communication. So that means everything about UBIDS communication, you should have a hand in it. And the course reps are people who should fall under you. So have you served them with the necessary information? Do you serve them with those necessary informations?
The point here is the course rep, as it stands now, the communication team is limited to the publics, in the internal publics and the external publics, with respect to the social media handles, making the school attractive.
So that is your rule.
That is how limited
I get it. Then I think that question should go to Mr. Mananu. Yes. With your course reps, how is the relationship?
We have a platform for all course reps.
All right.
From level 100 to 400. And any information that comes goes to that page. Oftentimes I post information, ask the course reps to share. And someone ask me a question. Do we buy bundles for them that we're asking them to share?
So do you buy bundles for them?
We don't buy bundles for them. But as part of measures administration,
okay,
we intended of capturing them in the budget, so whereby every month we give them an allowance, let's say 5 CD,
okay,
to get credit, so that when information comes,
okay,
we will. It was not part of our policies, but
okay,
when we came, we got to realize that these were some of the challenges the cost face.
Okay.
Most times, measure has been a cost rate.
Okay.
Most times, you don't have credit, but you have to borrow.
You have to borrow.
And make sure your class gets information.
Okay. And I think
the issue of the timetable.
Okay.
SRC doesn't have a hand in
Okay.
the school timetable.
Okay.
It's purely management.
Okay.
SRC only gets the timetable when it's out.
When it's out.
They give it to you that, okay, this is the exam timetable. Release it to the student. So when there's a problem, it's the duty of the course rep to first contact his head of department. Okay. Before you can, okay, because now the way they are doing the timetable is that they do department based. Okay. So each department will come with each timetable. Then you have to put it in the general one and bring it out. All right. So if you have a problem, you have to see your head of department or the department. Each department have an exams officer. Okay. So that you go through and sort you out. Okay. If not, SRC doesn't have any hand in.
That's okay. But I think an effort should be made to support the course because it's very necessary.
Actually,
okay.
So if you are not even able to do it, make sure that
the incoming
administration
take it on. That's okay. Yeah. Has your administration been able to procure any assets for the school?
Procure any assets for the school?
Yes.
Yes. For the instance, the motorbike.
The motorbike, but it has been stolen. The motor. Okay. Now you see,
the office space that we are doing.
Okay. But then the asset I'm talking about here, you know, that asset is for the SRC president.
It was not. No, it's not for SRC president.
Okay.
It's for the SRC secretariat.
SRC secretariat.
Anybody.
Okay, but me as an ordinary student cannot go and use it. All right. I mean, assets for ordinary students.
Assets for ordinary students.
Yes.
Basically, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Okay, but you will still do.
So, the bus like this, if the bus have been auctioned,
yes.
When the new bus,
it's like all your assets are in waiting, and we don't know when they will come.
Should I blame management?
No, it's the time duration. The time duration comes in.
The time duration.
The time duration comes in. We are trying.
Okay. Hold on. So, Mr. Right Honorable, yes, you talked about time. So, do you think that the time allocated for the the SRC office is short? Do you think it is short?
Fundamentally, the entire time is short.
The entire time is short.
For us, it's short.
Okay. So it means that why I asked that question is that some of them are loaded with policies, but then the time that has been given to you, I don't think it's even up to a year.
No, it's not.
It's not up to a year.
Let me just say, averagely 120 days.
No, our duration is short. We had only, I think, one trimester or then 2 trimesters.
Yeah, one
this previous administration, you see that election was done.
Yes.
Trimester.
Yes.
Yeah. Oftentimes, election should be done in second trimester. Okay. Then you come as the first trimester.
You just start work.
Okay. But in our case, the election was done when we came back. First trimester.
Okay, because of
exams was just following right after
because of COVID. Okay. So our duration as compared to the previous administration, the other administration will not be the same.
Will not be the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So compare yourself with previous administration. In terms of development, infrastructure, and everything.
If we had time.
Even without the time, I can say with highest degree of alacrity that we have performed.
You have performed.
Yes.
Really?
Can I give you facts? I can give you facts.
But then when I you see,
if this is our achievement, it's able to materialize.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be there.
But they've not materialized.
And they are all
some has been materialized.
The pipeline.
Let's leave the pipelines activities aside. The borehole project.
Yes.
Has it been completed?
In fact, where it has gotten to, that's the first stage. It has been drilled. If a borehole is drilled, it is 70%.
But that borehole can be drilled and it will still be there.
My brother, the cost that brings that drilling cannot be compared to the cost that is left. All right. So it is 70%.
So you consider that it is 70%?
Yes.
Okay, what again?
2, the auction of the buses.
Okay. You haven't received?
Yes, the buses has been auctioned on legal basis, and we can boldly say that monies will come through that. And I can assure you that at least we should be able to buy at least one car.
One car.
One bus.
One bus, okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So no matter
the welfare fund we have instituted.
Tell us something about this welfare fund. You mentioned it, but then
yes, the welfare fund. In fact, when we were doing the draft, I was the chairman for the draft.
Okay.
The draft committee.
Okay.
This welfare fund, as we kept on singing, we care about the student first.
Okay.
That is the major thing that drives us into the welfare fund.
Okay.
We purposely instituted this particular fund to assist students in severe cases, situations that are beyond their control.
Okay.
For instance, let's say a needy student at a point in time that you have no option.
Okay. So it's actually for needy students?
Not necessarily needy students. A lot of things that affect students.
Okay.
Maybe, let's say in the case of accident.
Okay.
If you have an accident and the committee...
So is it operating?
No, it's not in operation yet.
It's not in operation?
Yes, we have been able to kept aside a seat fund of about 10,000 Ghana cedis.
10,000 Ghana cedis for that purpose?
Yes, for the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, and we want to, when we're putting up the draft, to make it clear that any administration should contribute a fund into that.
Okay.
And we'll find ways of raising fund to add to the welfare fund.
Okay.
This has never happened before.
Really?
Yes, in fact, management is happy with that particular policy.
Okay.
And they will definitely assist any administration that comes to achieve it perfectly.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are interacting in order to get you informed about the happenings within their administration, their achievements, their failures, their challenges, the relationship between them and the administration and all that. Yes. So, Mr. Mananu, you did SRC week, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Where did you get funds to do that, if I may ask?
Okay. The SRC week we did.
You had a budget, right?
Yeah, we had a budget.
Okay.
Which has still not been approved.
The budget has, but you've done it.
Yes, we've done it.
Is it that I'm coming? Is it that the budget is always too much for them to approve, or
that's why, as he said, that embezzlement of funds in these institutions is very difficult.
All right.
Because if you send a budget, it has to go through a lot. Dean can sign it within some minutes.
Okay.
And when we came, one of the things we've tried to cut off the bureaucracy is that oftentimes previous administration, after Dean signed, it has to go to registrar.
Okay.
The registrar will now sign and bring it back to finance director. But in our situation, from Dean straight to finance director.
Okay.
So we've actually removed the registrar out of it. Okay. So from the Dean straight to the finance director.
Okay. So now it doesn't pass through the registrar
anymore again.
Okay.
So from the finance director, he has to verify every item there.
Okay.
And if there's things that, let's say, water like this and other things, you have to go through procurement. So they have to verify those things before they can release the funds for you.
Okay. So it means that that budget has not been approved.
Yeah.
So how did you manage to get funds to do that?
Okay.
But it was big.
Yeah, it was big.
Yes.
We had a sponsorship from Adonko.
Okay.
Adonko Next Level.
Adonko Next Level.
Okay.
It was not 100%
sponsored.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, it was not everything management approved that we should do during the SRC week.
Okay.
Actually, management approved, I think, sports.
Okay.
In the hall quiz.
Okay.
Then the old school night.
Old school night, okay.
So we had to do these three things as SRC week.
Okay.
And you know, SRC week, these three things is not a week.
Okay.
So through our effort, we were able to liaise with the Adonko management. The Adonko Next Level management.
So they didn't approve the rest because of financial issues?
Yes, because of financial issues and COVID-related issues.
Okay.
That was the reason why they didn't allow us to do those things.
Okay.
So after our sponsorship with Adonko Next Level, they promised to, and the candle ban was also approved by management.
Okay.
So they sponsored the Artist Night.
Okay.
The Go Crazy.
Okay.
And the Rep Your DC.
Okay.
These were the three programs that they sponsored.
Okay.
You know, apart from that, the other ones, the Candles Night was jams and the brass band.
Okay, let me find out this thing. So now that they have sponsored, are you supposed to pay some money back to them?
I don't go there.
Yes.
No.
So if so those that they sponsored, that's what you did.
Yes.
Okay. So now in case administration approve the budget today, that money where will it go to?
We did the sports.
Okay.
It has to go to where the sports. Because
okay. So you took it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
To shift it to do the sports.
Okay.
And up to now, certain things are there. If the sports come, the chair was here. He said people are calling him almost every day because of the things he took and he didn't pay.
So why would administration allow students to go through that risk? Are they aware that what you did, you took the money from somewhere? So you see, I think your office, I'm coming, there's a woman coming in, a lady president coming in. And, naturally, ladies and men, we believe that men are so vibrant. Okay. So I think you guys should have made you should have taken some measures to bridge that gap because it is hindering development in UBIDS.
Speaker said the office, actually, when the office is not well equipped. Okay. So the pace in which documents will travel through is not getting that kind of pace. Okay. So maybe I believe by the time they finish doing the recruitment and other things, those bureaucracies might be a bit suppressed so that things will move faster. Okay. Yeah.
So oftentimes we blame autonomy, we were part of this, we're part of here, but we know we're part of them. But then this is not the time for us. Let's start making the effort. Okay, so that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we shall be bringing our program to an end. Stay connected. This is the Scholars Forum. Welcome back to the show. This is the Scholars Forum, where we interact to inform and we inform to reform. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes. Right Honorable, I would like you to quickly, in some few minutes, outline the achievements of the major-led administration. The achievements. Yes.
Okay, the achievements of this administration are very visible, but if you are not close to anybody who tells you what we have done, you won't know. And that is why students keep on complaining. Okay. How we call for, a meeting with students to tell them what we have done. They are not able to come. Basically, number one, I will talk of the borehole project.
Borehole project, okay. Yes. At where?
Around the lecture hall, the halls of residence. Okay. I think Cardinal specifically.
Cardinal?
Yes, Cardinal Hall.
Okay.
We are working on the borehole project. It has been drilled.
Okay. It has been drilled?
Yes, it has been successfully drilled.
Okay, all right.
Leaving some little phases to be completed.
Okay, and you are sure that you complete those phases before? All right.
Definitely be completed.
Let's continue.
Auction of the buses.
Okay.
We auctioned some of the buses, the old buses, to see whether we can get new buses for the school.
All right.
The SRC.
Okay.
Then institution of the welfare fund. We have kept aside, I think, about 10,000 Ghana cedis as a seed grant for the development of the welfare fund that we have instituted.
With that welfare fund, are those that you're going to support, are they supposed to pay back, or is this free?
It's not based on payment as such. Okay. But there are some criteria. Okay. Basically, it could either be interest-free. Okay. Money is given to you. Okay. Or depending on this.
But in any case, there is a repayment.
Yes.
That is what I want to find out.
There's a repayment.
You have to repay.
There is a repayment in the sense that. Okay. Depending on the amount that is available at the time. Okay. Because how we are able to raise the amount of money we target, the amount of money we need in the cafes, definitely we won't bother students to repay at that point in time.
But for now, there's repayment.
For now, the amount, because you cannot have 10,000 or 20,000 and you are starting welfare fund, somebody come and collect and that's just the position. Definitely.
SRC NUCS.
Okay. SRC in collaboration with NUCS. Okay. With WUCOM?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
right, that's okay.
We are still looking into all of those things. Okay. We will discuss that further with management to see whether we should actually make it free of charge. Okay. Or we can.
I think you should do
something small.
Yes.
Okay. Just to ensure that is continuity. Okay. If you have sources of funding that we can avoid any payment, then we'll just take the payment off.
Okay. Okay.
Then also we did a constitutional review. And that constitutional review, I can say, sorry, boldly, it has saved us a lot. Because
constitutional review.
Yes. Okay. Because an amount of over 40,000 or more has been saved because of the review.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
We only had a simple majority elections. Elections are very costly.
All right. Okay. So you said you reviewed the what is that? The constitution, the school constitution. Yes. That's the general constitution of the school. Yes. It has been reviewed. SRC constitution. Yes, okay. Okay. That's okay. Well noted.
Then we also have the office of the SRC.
Okay.
We have refurbished it and then.
There's an office for the SRC now.
Yes. There is an office for the SRC. Okay. We did a renovation and.
Where is it located?
At the bus terminal.
The bus terminal.
Yes.
The bus terminal. Yes. Is it one of those
One of those, I think it's
Summer has there.
No, the container.
It's not a summer hat.
Okay. All right.
To the right-hand side,
Okay.
if you're entering campus.
Okay,
That's
that's
the SRC
okay.
office.
Okay.
We have done renovation on it, and the secretariat will procure some computers and other printers.
That's okay.
Other administrative items in the office there.
Okay.
And finally, very important.
Okay.
But it is captured the last year.
Okay.
We had the Life Beyond the University seminar.
Life Beyond the University
seminar.
What was it about? Tell us something small.
Just like the name suggests.
Okay.
In fact, it benefited those who participated.
Okay.
Basically, we don't come in here for academic purposes alone.
Yes, that's true.
We need other knowledge acquisition that will enable us to function out there when we leave the university.
Okay.
That's why I made mention that I believe the best course to study in the university is not what you and I are studying, but it's what you and I are ignoring. Human networking.
Okay, that's true.
Yes, that program was able to bring to life a lot of things that.
About how many students were able to attend?
I won't be able to get you a figure.
But it was large, right?
Quite large.
Quite large.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's
quite
okay.
Large, but because of the exam spirit and other stuff, it wasn't all that participatory.
Okay, let's move ahead.
So basically, these are the 5 things I can mention.
Okay.
Even though some are on the pipeline, but I wouldn't like to touch them because
the pipeline ones
they are not achieved yet.
Okay, they are not achieved yet.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
All right. Okay, that's okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Mananu. Yes, he has let's say mentioned some achievements that your administration has achieved, and I think it's quite good. You guys have done a really good job.
Left the security issue out.
Sorry, it escaped my mind.
Make sure that the police will come to campus permanently to stay.
Okay. They'll come permanently.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, inside those achievements, I haven't seen any basic need of the student being achieved. For instance, what I talked about the security. Okay, the security you talked about it. Lightning is a major problem. Then also, what is that? Sanitation. That is another problem. Because sometimes this school can become bushy to the extent that you even think it's a jungle. I don't know whether you guys have done anything with regards to that. But then,
with regards to the bushy nature and the lightning system, as I earlier said, we've been following up this municipal executive to make sure that the lighting within from Amau to campus here is secured. Within the campus system, often, usually it's the works department. So when it's not working and you place a call on them, the next day it comes to do it. So anytime it goes off and you observe, we make sure that they come to work on it.
Yeah, that's okay.
But with the sanitation, the cleanness, we've complained several times. They should make sure that the place is always kept neat.
Are you sure that these cleaners are well taken care of?
The cleaners are being managed by management. So I can't speak to that, whether they are all taken care of or not. I don't have much.
Okay, I get it. And I think more dustbins should have been provided so that at least we don't let her around.
Lecture hall 1 or 2 or 3, there are dustbins.
Yes, the reason why I said this is that sometimes the dustbins will be, full and they are standing there. About a week they are still there. And it's very full.
Yeah, when we came, we spoke about that, and the school provided this tricycle. So that whenever the dustbin is full, someone, you will see that the tricycle is always at auditorium park there. So the person will come.
That's okay. Ms. Belinda, is there any major achievement with regards to the communication sector?
Yeah, for now I can speak of just a little.
A little?
Yes.
Okay, but
which I'm looking forward that this next administration would improve. But before you move on to your next question, I want to say something with regards to what you said. As the incoming president being a woman and not being firm enough, I just want to make it clear that leadership is not about strength.
Yes.
Leadership is wisdom. You need wisdom. You need effective participation, good communication. That is just leadership. So it's not about being a man or being a woman. And your sex shouldn't limit you to what you can do.
All right. That's
so we are expecting here to be better. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for making those clarifications. It's very true. Yes. Right, Honorable?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You've made mention of a number of achievements. But then, let's look at this. So, do you have any regrets serving UBIDS?
Never.
Never.
I never regretted for serving UBIDS.
So personally, what have you gained aside allowances?
For all you know,
okay.
My parliamentarians has not even been given allowance yet.
Really? Yeah. This concern was raised that we should ask Major that when is he going to release allowances for your parliamentarians? But unfortunately, he isn't here with us. We would have asked him that question. And I think, but once you are here and then the PRO2 is here, you guys can still respond to it.
Usually if you are privileged to witness our sittings, you realize that we undergo a lot of stress.
Okay.
Sometimes we come here at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And we close 7 a.m. in the morning.
Really?
Sure. It is open. You can apply, any student can apply to witness the sitting.
Okay.
You can only accept about a maximum of 5 or 10 or so for a sitting.
Okay, so usually you do it in the night?
Yes.
Okay.
We go through a lot of stress, and we think, even it's in the Constitution, any activity you perform for the benefit of a student, where there is a need, it should be, at least fed.
Okay.
But we have not been able, at my administration, we have not been able to provide food and water because of the financial challenge we had. So I had in mind that we will manage. When you are coming, eat your food and get your water, buy your food, buy your water and come.
Okay.
But at the end of the administration, if management approves the allowances, you will just take it for your water and whatever you are getting.
Okay, that's okay.
But here is the case.
Not
As it stands now, those monies has not been given out.
Okay.
I tried following up to meet director last week, but he traveled.
Okay.
I went with my deputies and my clerk
to
his office, but he wasn't there. But yesterday when we had a meeting with them, I clearly remember he made mention that he received a request for fund letter about that, but that he can't pay because there is no money.
That he can't pay?
Unfortunately, there's no money for him to pay.
Wow. And so what are you going to do? Because
we will do a follow-up to him officially.
Okay.
Maybe to know the fundamentals and the ways forward.
All right.
Whether maybe they can get them something small or they won't get them anything at all. So I will know what goes into it deeply.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes I believe in communication.
Okay. That's okay. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we are still in a conversation with the executives of the Major One-led administration. And of course, we are about bringing our show to an end. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to use a minute, just a minute, to mentor the incoming executives. Just a minute. So let me start with Mr. Manano.
Okay, mentor the incoming executive.
Yes.
I know they have a lot of policies she promised to do. But what I want to tell her and her administration is that they should also follow up on the issues that we've started up. And they should try to be a bit diplomacy they are doing, and sometimes they should try to stand firm in certain decisions that they want to make, especially when dealing with management. If not, most of their things, they will not get it done on them. And they should make sure that communication between the students and them is quite firm and very effective, so that the students will not tag them names and other things.
All right. Mr. Mananu, Honorable Mananu said the incoming SRC should be firm on their decisions when they are dealing with administration. So I think they should take this advice. And they should keep the students informed so that these students do not tag them with bad names, failures and all that, because it's not always from them. Okay, let me move to Ms. Belinda. Ms. Belinda, mentor the incoming executives in just a minute.
Okay, I think I'll do that in less than a minute.
Okay, that's okay.
So what I just have to tell the incoming administration is that students first. Without the students, the administration wouldn't be there. We are the reason why they are there. They are there to serve us. So we must be firm. She must be firm on her feet. Her Excellency, be firm on your feet. Involve the student. Anything that is in the interest of the student that the administration is preventing, involve them. And when the students stand, there will be nothing they can do than to implement the policies that will make them comfortable. So that's just it.
Okay, that's okay. That's very nice. Is it Her Excellency, right? Be firm in your decisions and all that. All right, let me move to Right Honorable. Mentor the incoming executive?
I'll just mention some basic qualities straight away.
Okay.
1, transparency.
Transparency, yes.
They should be very transparent in their dealings.
Okay.
2, vocal.
Okay.
Speak out your mind.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Okay.
3,
okay.
Submissiveness.
All right.
Be submissive to the students.
Okay.
Because you are serving them.
Okay. I think they should be taking notes.
Yes.
Continue. Okay.
Finally, communication.
Communication. Very important. Yes.
Communicate to the students.
Okay.
Let them know what is happening in the system.
Okay.
Otherwise, they will go out there to blame you.
But then you mentioned transparency.
Yes.
Let me just put something across. Are you aware that in your administration, there's no accountability?
Unless you tell me who
Why I'm saying that is that monies have been spent, there is no document or anything at all indicating that, of course, this is your amount we have spent here, this is the amount we have spent here. We haven't seen them. If they are there, we don't know about them. Okay, maybe you are aware of them. Is there anything like that?
Thank God we haven't handed over.
Okay.
If we had handed over,
okay,
you may say there's no accountability.
Okay.
But we are still coming to hand over.
So you will still come and account?
Yes, definitely. In fact, this particular system we are running,
okay,
each officer is going to prepare a legit handover note,
okay,
and submit to your successor.
Okay.
Through management.
That's okay. I get it. All right. That's okay. That's
and
okay.
To my incoming speaker, wherever you are, it's not an easy job.
Okay.
Be prepared. Be vibrant and strong in your dealings.
Okay.
Make sure the interest of the student is in your mindset.
All right.
Thank you.
Students first. That is the student first agenda. That was the main agenda of the major-led administration. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Scholars Forum, where we interact to inform, and we inform to reform. As I always say, we bring you the right guest, and we ask the relevant questions in order to keep you well informed. You can follow the Scholars Forum on all social media platforms and get interacting with us so that we can be able to get you well informed on issues happening around us. Well, we are bringing the show to an end, and we've brought it to an end. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for honoring this particular call. The Scholars Forum will forever be indebted. Okay, thank you very much for coming and also, interacting with us to get our students well informed. I wish you well in all your endeavors, and congrats. I believe you've all completed, right? Okay, so congratulations to all of you, and we wish you well in all your endeavors out there. Thank you very much. Yes.
Hi, my name is Hafiz Khatam Mahmoud. We are community development students. We are here to endorse the Scholars Forum. It's a very educative and interactive program. I will urge everyone to endorse this program, subscribe to this program on any social media handle, be it YouTube, Instagram, so that we're able to promote this program and nice initiative organized by students of UBIDS. Bye.